What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys an interesting video. This one is going to be about Tecton reacting to Asmongold demanding Hassan be banned, which is, finally, I've been saying that this dude, with what he's been saying in his rhetoric, like quite literally demanding, violence and everything like that. It comes down to, well, dude should have been banned a long time ago. Anyone else would have been banned a long time ago. Tecton would have been banned. Asmongold would have been banned. Anybody other than Hassan Piker would have been banned. And it begs to ask the question on why that is. Now, we all know Dan Clancy has like a thing for the dude, but why that is, no one really knows. But he does. Now, granted, before we fully get into this, we got to make sure you guys go check out, Asmongold. Not only Asmongold, but Tecton, as well as my channel sponsor, W.GG, and use my code, TacticalGaming90. Use my code for 10% off, and helps me, helps W, and, you guys get discount. Win-win for everybody. Link and all that's going to be in the comment section down below, pinned comment. You can also find it on my actual channel page. It's the link that says W. Use that and my code. Helps me, helps you, helps everybody. So let's get into this and let's see how funny this is going to be, because I haven't watched anything when it comes to Hassan, because I've been kind of like letting it build up. I've seen like the posts and stuff. This, it's get bad, it's getting. But yeah, let's just this is gonna be good. I guarantee it. Guaranteed Israel's gonna be brought up at least 4 or 5 times. Max about 20. But yeah, guaranteed Israel's gonna be brought up, as well as like centrist Democrats and shit.
And of Hassan Piker is something that's so refreshing to say. I don't know about you guys, but like I have been so tired of watching Asmongold softball Hassan for years, and I understand why he does it, and I understand why he needs to do it. But finally getting in there and just fucking saying how it is, holy shit! I've been doing this shit for like 3 years now, so it's good to see Asmongold potentially. I haven't seen the clip yet, doing the same thing that I've been doing. Let's talk about it.
How are we doing today? Parasite, grifter, nepotism, baby. Our suits fitting okay? Yes.
Here we go.
Dang. Dang. Ooh. You know that made him mad.
Why would you read this? Pretty good.
Yep.
You like it? No, I don't. It looks awful.
You know exactly why he read it. You know exactly why.
Yeah.
He wants to come off as the victim. He wants to go, oh, I get these all the time. It just started recently happening to where people are going to his chat, which I wish people would stop doing that, because it's giving him money. Stop hate watching the dude, okay? Like, stop doing that. Like, I do not suggest that kind of stuff at all.
This looks terrible.
He does look very... Wait a minute. Oh, well, I actually think Hassan Piker looks great. Yeah, I feel like Asmongold's just being a little bit of a hater here. I think Hassan Piker looks very handsome.
Fat.
I do. A very cool guy.
Nope.
I respect this guy a whole lot.
I don't.
Why would you wear a striped undershirt with a, this, circular pattern tie?
Yep.
You know what he looks like? It's like in the
He looks like an outcast of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He looks like a background character.
Bible, right? I'm talking about the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Like, if Satan comes,
oh, God.
like, basically, because, Satan is always a very well-dressed man. He's, very well-groomed, etc.
Well-spoken.
And, so...
And that's why Asmongold dresses like shit, of course.
Obviously, people will believe him. Same as Sauron in Lord of the Rings, by the way. Or the Silmarillion, actually, in this circumstance. So, can you imagine, this is what Satan would appear as.
True.
He would. If there was a 1970s movie of The Wolf of Wall Street, and it's a guy that's willing to make a deal with the devil, and the reason why I'm saying this...
You know what the worst thing is? He's absolutely right.
Yeah, he is, and guaranteed that's probably what Hassan did, which is why Hassan's doing exactly what he's doing right now. My God, so bad. So bad.
And I don't want you guys to forget, look at how fucking small Hassan's head is. I mean, that thing is tiny, guys. That thing is tiny.
Is because
suck in a
this
lot of
looks
food,
like
though.
rattlesnake print on your fucking on your tie. It does.
Yep.
It looks awful.
It does.
This is the worst tie I've ever seen in my life.
Facts.
It's Mephisto or so. Yeah, Mephisto. Oh, Mephisto. Right.
Yep.
Mephisto.
Is more important than a movement that's that wants to put workers first and like improve people's lives. And then these guys' whole ordeal is like waging a
Guys, Hasan is saying his entire shtick is getting more workers' rights and improving minimum wage.
No, he's not.
Send me one clip of this. I have never seen him talk about this a single day of my fucking life. All he does is say Asmongold bad.
I mean, there was that one podcast he was on with those like those ladies. I don't remember the podcast, but he was the one where he was talking about like totally being okay with like thievery and all that other kind of stuff, and like totally understand when like people like who work for like a company steal from the company. It's like you are glorifying like people just like throwing away their honor and their pride. It's like if you are unhappy with a company, you walk away from that company with dignity. You don't sit there and stoop low and steal. Like, you just don't do that. And to sit there and glorify that and then justify it all in the same thing, it's like, no, there's no justification for stealing from somebody. Even when it comes to stealing from like a company to better benefit yourself. That is just greed. That's just more greed. It's not like you're doing it to better someone else's life. No, you're doing it to better your own. And for him to sit there and be like okay with it, yet no, shows his moral high ground is very, very, very low. I would say probably several feet under the ground. That's like how well his moral high ground is, right? If you get the reference, meaning he has no morals, none whatsoever, zero morals.
Donald Trump bad, America bad, and he loves terrorism.
America
That's
good.
the only thing I have ever seen. You want to know why? Because that's all he talks about. That is all he talks about.
fucking internet drama war.
Better yet, let's test it. So I'm gonna click a random VOD. You know what? Let's just do the newest one. Here we go. Let's just skip. Let's just see what he's talking about, if he even is. Okay, here we go.
Ideological goals are not dissimilar, purge the nation's boundary of the subhumans, the underclass, the people that are not like white.
What?
I rest my case. He talks for like 5 seconds and he sounds like a demonic creature speaking like. Anyways, he's just speaking in tongues. Like he speaks like a fucking demon. Anyways, let's continue.
The center of Hasan's ideology is not putting workers first.
No.
The center of his
Using those
ideology
people.
is enabling domestic terrorism and.
Why does he say white? I know he says the word white like he's like some fucking cowboy where he's like, oh, bro, you realize you're white too, Hasan, right? You realize that? Or are you Muslim today? I don't know.
Islamic
We'll,
terror.
Right.
we'll see. Sometimes you're
Exactly.
white, sometimes you're not.
Terrorists across the
Exactly.
world. Here's the reason why I say that is because there have been multiple instances where other people want that exact same thing, but they disagree on the Islamic terrorism component. And because of that, Hasan cuts contact with them and treats them as their enemy. So you can have disagreements with him about, for example, unions. You can have disagreements with him for example, LGBT stuff. He's not going to be on. Like, I wonder if the Houthis agree with him on that or not. I wonder.
Right.
But the one thing that you can't.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting how Hasan is like very pro-gay, very pro-LGBTQ,
Which is
and then he supports people.
which is the complete and total opposite of the terror organizations that he says are based and justified, and they're not terrorist organizations. No, they're freedom fighters. Like, those people do not like gay people. Those people kill gay people. Those people literally throw them into prisons, if not kill them for the rest of their lives. So yeah, no.
People who would kill you in the streets for being gay. They would hang you.
Yeah.
They would boil you in a vat of acid immediately. Well, he runs a podcast with The Austin Show, aka one of the gayest men I've ever met in my entire life. And I find it very interesting that he hangs flags of nations that would kill him for merely existing.
Right.
And the reason why he does this is because Hasan is attempting to attract the most brain-dead, brainwashed individuals he possibly can to his stream.
Uh-huh.
So they will mindlessly support him.
Take
So
advantage
he
of them.
panders to trolls on the internet, and he panders to terrorist sympathizers on the internet because they know that they will mindlessly defend Hasan because they think that he's on their side.
Right.
When in reality,
exactly.
he would throw them into a pot of acid if it meant to further his career goals.
Yep.
And everybody knows this.
Oh, yes.
Disagree with him
exactly.
on.
Yeah, the Muslim LGBT.
Case in point, his squad of followers, right, who all got sued by Ethan Klein, not a single one of them has come out and thanked Hasan for the support, you know, like whether it be financial or otherwise, right? Or otherwise, especially otherwise, such as like just being there, being a good friend, trying to be moral support and all that, has not done anything for his supposed friends whatsoever. Which tells you, if he ain't willing to do anything for his friends, you can guarantee he ain't gonna do nothing for his random followers that are literally just little pay pigs for him. That's what they are. That's a sad fact that most people aren't willing to sit there and say every single person who watches Hasan is a little pay pig for the guy, and they should stop doing that. Now, granted, they're free to do that. It's you know, free will and all that, but dude does not care.
Alliance. I know. Yeah, I bet that would work great.
Is Islamic terrorism. And the reason why is because that is the core of his ideology. That is the main fulcrum of what he believes. Everything else is in service of that larger goal. And the way that I can tell that is that is the one thing that he will never compromise. He will compromise all of these other things.
True.
Yep.
And how do I know he will compromise them? Because his constant fucking, fanboying of China, constant fanboying of the Houthis, constant fanboying of terrorism.
Yep.
So he's compromising every other worker's value that you could possibly have.
Yep.
But the core of it is terrorism.
Yep.
That is the one thing he will never compromise.
True.
Take it to the bank. The core and the main fulcrum and focus of Hasan's ideology is Islamic terrorism and promoting that terrorism inside of America and destroying American values and Western culture. The reason why I'm saying that is that he will literally never...
And he says that while sipping champagne in his multi-million-dollar mansion in Los Angeles, California.
While scarfing down food that he ordered online to be delivered to his house, because you know that dude don't go grocery shopping.
Oh man, America's so bad. Takes his Bugatti out for a fucking spin.
Right.
Dresses again in his $12,000 Gucci outfit. He's such a hypocrite, it's insane.
For compromise that value. He is willing to compromise every single...
And he has the means to migrate to any of these other countries.
Yeah.
At the drop of a hat, he could do it.
Yeah.
I wonder why he doesn't.
Other value.
Exactly. I wonder why if America's so bad.
Value. You can be on his side with everything else, but if you are not on his side with supporting terrorism, especially terrorism in the Middle East, then you are his enemy. That's exactly what happened with Ethan.
I was just about to bring that up. I was like, that's exactly what happened with Ethan Klein. Because him and Ethan were best friends. I think, if I remember correctly, they had a podcast together and they would talk about current events and stuff like that. And, they had one disagreement, and then after that, boom, no longer friends, worst enemies. Ethan is, evil, all that other kind of stuff. Even though they're technically on the same side.
Why do you think his chat spams heart emojis for every act of terrorism? Because that's exactly who Hasan attracts.
Yep.
And everybody knows that.
Oh, yeah.
Ethan and Hasan are completely aligned on almost all of these other social issues.
They are.
But that one issue is the reason why Hasan has made Ethan his mortal enemy. That's the reason why.
Yep.
He wears secular socialism as a disguise. Well, and again, I think that people's behavior reveals their intentions, right? Not necessarily their words. That is the one ideal and the one value that he will never compromise. He will never compromise that value at all, ever.
Because Hassan's a terrorist. And everybody knows that. We're going to keep going out here. Asmongold says he has zero sympathy for those downplaying the UK rape gang inquiry report after Hassan fan account went after him. I want to remind you,
Yeah.
Asmongold spent 7 hours reading 219 pages on the UK report where 250,000 innocent white women and children were raped, and Hassan has a problem with that.
If you can convince the lowest
Go
white
figure,
man
right?
he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets for you. That's what Lyndon Big Dick Johnson said.
Oh my God.
Oh, he just replied. He said, I've spent hours covering the UK grooming gang reports. I have zero sympathy for people who are downplaying it and calling it bullshit. The atrocities against those children and the years of authorities covering it up are disgusting.
Yes. And they all should be held accountable for it.
Epstein defender, by the way.
What the fuck? How?
When has Asmongold
How?
ever defended Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is just a blatant fucking liar.
Which is funny because he wants to sit there and threaten, you know, someone like Mort Pegasus with litigation and get all giddy about the possibility of execution because that's what they do there. Which, I mean, hey, is based, in my opinion, like, you know, America needs to bring back the execution chamber again for all these really bad people that we have in our country. But I digress from that. It's like, dude, you're going to sit there and lie and then, you know, get all upset when people sit there and tell the truth about you. That's hypocritical on the highest level of hypocrisy. It's like crazy.
That's all he does. So now Hassan is accusing Asmongold of being a rapist supporter,
Right?
a child sex trafficking defender. He's accused him of killing his own mom. He says everybody who hates him is a rapist. And he sends false accusations on everybody to convince his brain-dead audience, which he has a very large one,
Right.
that everyone who disagrees with Hassan is a rapist. This is fucking insane.
Yeah.
To even joke about this is crazy. Show me one clip of Asmongold defending Jeffrey Epstein. This is crazy. Dude, Asmongold made like 20 videos going in on how much of a horrendous piece of shit Jeffrey Epstein is.
Yeah.
Look, Epstein files, Epstein files, Epstein files, Epstein files, Epstein files, Epstein files. There's even an Asmongold Epstein Saga 2026 playlist. What the fuck are we even talking about here? Holy shit. This is insane.
Well, guaranteed, Hassan saw that, and he's like, oh, he must be defending him. He didn't watch the videos saying how ridiculous that, like, our government isn't even arresting anyone or investigating all that well of anyone who was inside the files when they should be. And he praised Great Britain for actually arresting people who were actually in the files and had evidence on doing such of bad, you know, bad behaviors. So it's like, dude, you clearly didn't watch the videos.
Epstein defender, by the way.
Stupid. So stupid.
I put like Pokemon theme music over it. I do the whole thing. I hate him.
This guy is such a disingenuous, lying piece of shit. And
Well, yeah, he says himself, Hassan Piker, lying is OP. He loves lying, and he's going to do it, especially when it comes to getting what he wants.
it's crazy how he could just get away with that. Lying is OP, Denny Piker. Terrorist
there it
supporter,
is.
by the way.
Asmongold openly defends anti-Muslim terrorist attack in the UK where 5 men got stabbed. This is nothing. This is not even remotely bad. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I don't want to hear about this. Now Hassan wants to be worried about something bad happening to him.
This is why
He doubles down and explains why he doesn't care if Muslim people get stabbed in the UK. I have zero sympathy, and I don't give a fuck about some guy stabbing people because they let stuff like this happen.
How about you just let the clip play, you
I have zero sympathy, and I do not give a fuck about some guy stabbing people. It's because they let stuff like this happen on a
Who's they? Like, who is the they that's letting stuff like?
Well,
The
maybe let
government.
the clip play out, and maybe you'll get your answer. What an idea! Asmon countless times has been mad at Trump with the handling of the Epstein files and how no one has been arrested. Oh, I know.
Exactly.
Happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't blame him. I am
this
too.
This is a what, like a random black guy in Portugal? How is this in any way, shape, or form
Random
connected
black guy
to
in
the
Portugal.
Islamophobic hate crime that took place in was it Edinburgh?
daily basis. They never police these people. They never hold these people accountable. And then they want us all to have empathy for 5 people that get stabbed. Meanwhile, this is happening on an industrial level all across Europe, and they refuse to even talk about it.
Yeah, he's referring to
Like,
the
what
government.
The fucking news.
Like it's funny that Hassan, who supposedly is so intelligent and has been doing this for so long, that he is totally infallible and never wrong. But it's like, dude, you can't even use your brain to sit there and go, huh? Who is the they he could be referring to? One could be the government. Also, the news media, because the news media is supposed to, report news and current news, up to date stuff that's going on, right? But you can guarantee the they he's referring to are probably both the news media and the local and or like actual governments for the countries in Europe that are deciding to not fully report or have the reports listed on what's been going on in their country because they don't want to come off as racist, even though reporting facts is not racist, even though the color, gender, race, whatever of the individual might line up with certain acts when it comes to certain cultures. You know what I mean?
Mainstream media. What he is saying is a guy goes and non-fatally stabs 5 Muslim men. It's when a white man does it, it's on every single news outlet in 2 hours.
And you know who they
When there
are.
are
What they
250,000
do.
rapes by Pakistani Muslim men over the course of 70 years, no one will talk about it.
Yeah.
That is what he is talking about. And you know what he's talking about because it's very obvious what he's talking about. But you want to be fucking ignorant because you won't hold your people accountable. You are intentionally misunderstanding shit. And that is 90% of leftist discourse is pretending you don't understand to make something seem worse than it is. It's very simple, Hasan.
And they turn it around and go, oh, you're just racist. They turn it around as in you're racist, sexist, like you're some kind of ism, right? That is literally what it is. That's what they do all the time.
Crime? Are there people who are pro-crime? Is that what it is? Is there a big they out there?
You're pro-crime. You sat there and admitted to it on a podcast. There's like clips of you actually admitting to it.
Yes, they're very big on not reporting crimes, especially when they're considered by quote-unquote minorities, because they don't want hostility of mainlanders and migrants. Yes.
Pro-crime, where they're like, oh, we love crime. Let's have more of it, please.
Give an inch.
Well, why the fuck would they not report the very real crimes that have occurred? Even finding a baby who is being raped by Muslim men, getting to that house, taking the child, and then giving the baby back to the rape and say, go ahead and have more fun. Or even a man who showed up at a house who knew that his daughter was being raped by a gang of Muslim men, and the father who went to go save his fucking daughter got arrested for trespassing, and not the people who were raping children. Yeah.
Yep.
There's kind of a problem with that.
Yep.
And yeah, it's kind of a big deal to a lot of people. So that's the they that he's talking about.
Never give an inch.
Happening at an industrial level. To be clear, the terrorist already explained why he committed.
Why are you laughing at industrial level when it's 250,000 rapes? It's crazy how you deny rapes, yet you will spend months of your life pretending that fake rape actually happened because they're about presidents or content creators that you disagree with. Pathetic.
These attacks after he got arrested. I'm protecting my country from these fucking Muslim bastards raping our young daughters, is what he said. Yes.
Oh, by the way,
Right.
this is the part where you guys should be spamming the riot emote because this
Oh,
guy.
God.
I need to stop talking. I'm working on censoring myself for YouTube just a little bit. Working on myself to censor just a little bit. Let's keep going here.
Shouldn't have to. Especially if they're a free speech platform.
It's so clear what he's trying to do, man.
Yeah. Tell the truth and tell police officers that they should probably take care of crimes committed by migrants because that's why UK and Ireland are being absolutely decimated right now.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Treat people equally. Yes.
Always the same. It's fucking rich people
Rich
that
dude,
don't
you're
want
rich.
you to recognize that Muslim immigrants are no different than you in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, you have a lot more similarities with these Muslim immigrants.
Yeah, besides the very heightened increase in likelihood of them committing fucking rape.
Than you do with your landlord or your boss or faceless, lifeless, parasitic forces of capital.
Dude.
They don't care about you.
Dude.
Okay? These guys...
You're probably wearing a suit that's worth well over $1,000. You're probably wearing several $1,000s worth of jewelry. Those glasses are probably a couple $100s. So I don't understand why you're talking about capitalism or capitalist period when you are a capitalist.
Your neighbors. But as long as you hate your neighbors...
Yes, guys, people who have money are just very evil. Making money is very evil. Trust me, you have nothing. You have more in common with random immigrants that come to your country with no money than your landlord.
Or your boss.
Hassan, you're a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
You were wearing $12,000 on your body right now.
Yeah,
you were living
probably.
in a $3.4 million mansion in Los Angeles.
Yep.
Why in the fuck are you acting like you're relatable? All you do is spend money, spend money, spend money. You have no wife. You have no kids. All you do is attempt to make yourself look good with finasteride, Ozempic, steroids. You are the most unrelatable human being on the earth. Why the fuck is this guy the face of relatability?
Instead of recognizing who actually controls the levers of power, you are the easiest to fucking dupe and manipulate. That's all this is.
Really?
And Asmongold is a champion of this cause. Asmongold is the great divider. He does not want you to get mad at...
Dude, I would say you're the great divider. If anything, that would be you.
The wealthy. He wants you to get mad at others. Okay?
Yeah, I know
So
the guy who lives in
dumb.
garbage wants you to be angry at people who doesn't want you to be angry at fucking billionaires. Hassan, your entire purpose... I don't need to explain this. You guys get why this is ridiculous coming out of his mouth, I'm sure.
He wants you to get mad at other working class folk.
What?
That's it.
No. Asmongold has nothing against the working class. You know what he has it against? Violent rape migrants.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Like, Jesus,
This is about stopping people from being innocent fucking people. Obviously. Obviously,
so
because that's
stupid.
not a good thing. And he finds it ridiculous how there is an attack on white people where anytime a white person can be scrutinized, they will say, this was a young white male. Any other color, they say, a unidentified teen, a unidentified man. Oh, really? Really? Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
He wants to make you feel like there are some of these like super woke forces out there who actually don't think that crime is a bad thing and should be solved in any meaningful fashion.
Bro, there are legitimate police officers in the UK who don't want to report Muslim crimes because they don't want to appear racist. Because in the UK, you can be arrested for making memes.
Yeah.
This is how hyper woke the UK is to
So
where you can be
ridiculous.
legit. And I want you to read this.
Not
Yes,
surprising, no.
you can get arrested in the UK for posting or sharing offensive memes. Yes, that is what I would consider a giga-woke society to where you can be arrested for making racist memes, but you won't be arrested for 250,000 violent gang on children. Yes, that is a very woke society. Obviously.
Fashion.
Obviously.
He has no solution to it. As a matter of fact, he benefits from crime continuing.
And it's the
so he can
same thing in
always point to
Australia.
it.
How the fuck does Asmongold benefit from crime. How does he benefit from crime continuing? Oh my God.
Yeah, special.
Oh my God. How
Special.
do people listen to this guy? How? How do people listen to this very well-respected individual? And I respect his point of
He
view.
is not well
And try
respected.
to
He's
make
an
it
idiot.
into racial agitprop.
What?
What the fuck did you just say?
Agitprop?
Into racial agitprop.
Who uses these words? Racial agitprop refers to the use of racially charged media, art, or messaging designed to mobilize public opinion,
Okay.
provoke strong emotional responses. Oh, and now
I bet he's looking up big words to use.
everybody's going to be using it on the internet. Let's go on X. Let's see how many people are using the word agitprop now. The last person to use it was Hasan a year ago. Racial agitprop. I swear to God, he Googles these words that don't exist. Oh my God. That is the last person who used it was Hasan himself. This guy he's so retarded. Just speaking words that everybody understands. Holy crap.
He does it to sound like he's a lot smarter than he actually is.
Agitprop. Oh my God.
It's funny.
There's always this like other. Problem is this kind of
Well, so far in this entire video, not a single time has, Asmon mentioned, banning Hasan. I mean, he's brought up loads of reasons on why he should be. He just hasn't mentioned the whole he should be banned.
racist agitated propaganda is very effective because a lot of
Dude.
Agitprop. Abbreviation for agitative propaganda. Yeah, because we really need a word for that. He had to even explain it, dude. He wants this to be a word so bad. He wants agitprop to be a word so bad, it's fucking pathetic.
people want to abdicate responsibility away, and a lot of people also don't want to look at the current system, the current design of the system, and want to believe that actually there is like some kind of nefarious shadow elite that's like demographically replacing them and creating an existential crisis. The existential crisis is here. It's capitalism.
It's capitalism.
Says
Dude.
the multi-millionaire.
Dude.
Guys, who do you think likes having tons of money more? Me, Asmongold, or a guy who lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion with hundreds of thousands of props and a designer dog breed on his streams every day while wearing $15,000 per outfit? This guy wears a tie clip. Do you know how pretentious you have to be to wear a tie clip? And I bet you it's made of real silver. Holy crap.
Oh my God.
Of course, this fucking multi-millionaire
Dude.
That's
Dude.
you!
who owns multiple businesses, by the way. Of course, he is
So
a
do you.
servant of
So do
forces
you.
that are even more wealthy and more powerful than he is.
Dude. Dude.
I cannot
The
believe
hypocrisy
that
is so
Hasan
crazy.
just used the phrase multi-millionaire on Asmongold. He
can.
lives in a pile of garbage.
So fucking great, I swear to God.
I would know. I've been there. He lives in a pile of garbage in his household home that he's lived in for 36 years. He doesn't even have a bidet. He doesn't even have a bidet. That's how you know Asmongold doesn't give a fuck. Jesus. This is fucking insane. This is crazy. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, there wasn't really anything that demanding about him being banned, but yeah, I mean, he should be banned. That's for sure. But yeah, not surprising. The hypocrisy in this is just so crazy. It's so funny. I love it. Not surprising though. I mean, a multimillionaire complaining about another multimillionaire just because his opinions are different, but acts as if like he's less relatable compared to him when it's like, dude, like, man, you're like, man, just so confused. So confused. But hopefully you all enjoyed that. Go check out Tecton. Go check out Asmongold. Go give them a follow and a subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Make sure you guys go check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. Link and all that's going to be in the comment section down below. Pin comment, and or you can go to my page on YouTube. Links there. Tactical Gaming 90. All one word. Uppercase T, uppercase G. 10% off. Later, guys.